That's actually hilarious. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you come in. Welcome. What's this? Unimportant. Today we're talking about boss fights, baby. Now, it's been approximately 20 days as of the time of recording this video that Hollow Knight Silksong has released, and I've played roughly a lot of it. Needless to say, this game is fantastic, from the beautiful, stunning artwork to the intense boss fights and the vapid, very confusing lore that I do not understand, and I'm not even going to pretend to. I've watched 6 lore videos and I still don't get it. Needless to say, I love this game, but what's at the core of it, honestly? What is this video about? Well, if you look at the title or listen to the intro, you'd know it's about boss fights. Come on now! Come on now! Now, show of hands, what makes a good boss fight? You in the back. Yeah, is it when the boss is super easy and also it's not fun to play at all? There couldn't have been a worse answer. No, that's not the answer. The correct answer is telegraphing. Telegraphing is what makes a good boss fight. Now, the art of telegraphing in video games is the way in which a boss or enemy shows what their next move is going to be before they actually do it. This can come in a variety of forms, from a giant circle on the ground that shows you damage is going to happen here, or it could be going like this before going like that. Now, Silksong is a masterclass in being able to do this, for the most part. One of the best examples of this in Silksong is in the boss fight with Carmelita, where every single action she takes, you know she's going to do it beforehand. For example, when she sends out her little shurikens like that, she does a little bow first. Or, if she's going to dash from one side to the other of the arena, she's going to jump against a wall, and she's going to... The bottom line about a good boss fight is not that it's necessarily easy, as Carmelita is one of the devil spawns in this game, and it took me the most amount of tries of anything else in this game, but it's about being fair to your players, letting them know that if they mess up, it's because they messed up. If they're losing health, it's because they were not good enough. And another great example of this very same thing is in the Cogwork Dancer fight. This is a chef's kiss. Oh my god, this is a beautiful fight. Not only because it is well telegraphed, it's honestly not that hard of a fight. It's showing that you can have an easy fight while also being fair. The reason why the Cogwork Dancers fight is so monumentally beautiful in this game is because it truly tells a story through a 5-minute boss fight. The Cogwork Dancers in this game start out as 2 little guys that come down and they start fighting you, and they send a direction and they're like, I'm gonna go this way, and you dodge them and you hit them up a little bit, and then you get to stage 2 where you realize that you are damaging these creatures. Like, you are really damaging them, and they're in love. Like, there is a severe tension between the 2 of them until you eventually kill one, and it is so depressed that it just basically lets you kill it. This is all told through a boss fight and nothing else throughout the game. So basically what I'm trying to say is this game it's great when it comes to bosses for the most part. It's got rich story, and it's got understandable reasons in telegraphing in each boss fight that you play. Some honorable mentions for this category of great bosses with well telegraphed fights is the final Grandmother Silk, fantastic fight. The Last Judge, which is a pain in my ass, but it was good. And Widow, which was the first major roadblocks that I came to when I came to this game. Now that we've talked about some of the expert design in this game, it's time for me to get a little pissed off, okay? Because this game is meant to piss you off. Let me take out an extra button. That's how mad I'm gonna get, okay? I'm gonna lose my mind. So you know how I just went on a spiel about how this game's so good at telegraphing and how every boss is perfect? That's not true, okay? There's a couple of bosses who are the worst thing that gaming has ever seen. The first boss that I want to talk about in this category is Shrine Guardian Seth. Oh my god, first of all, what a dumbass name. Second of all, look at his design. This shit sucks. It's not interesting, I don't care, and also, it is one of the worst boss fights I have ever played in my life. I'd like to point your attention to his little shield that he has on the side of his arm. Yeah, that little shield. It just blocks damage willy-nilly. It does not give you a reason why it blocks damage, and that is if you even get the chance to damage him. This little shit has about 7 different moves that he just picks from at any given time. He just starts flopping around. He starts stabbing. He starts exploding at one point. And that's just the first part. Literally. There are 3 stages to this boss fight. And the first one is him doing stuff very quickly. And he's stabbing you. And he's exploding. Second one, he just does it faster. And then sometimes he does it multiple times in a row. So you know those 7 moves that aren't well telegraphed? Now it's even worsely telegraphed. I don't think worsely is a word, but it is for this. And the third stage, the third and final stage, it's just everything thrown at you at once at breakneck speed. You just kind of sit back and die. You just kind of accept your fate. And one of the most annoying parts about this section that he guards is that the enemy and boss that you fight that he is guarding, okay, he's just the bodyguard, is one of the easiest bosses in the game. I cannot explain to you how simple I killed it first try. I didn't even think. My brain was thrown out the window from this god-awful fight beforehand, and I still beat it easily, and that just pissed me off. One of the key forms of telling a boss fight is bad is if by the end of it, even if you win, you are not happy. This boss sucked. I was not happy when I defeated him, and all I could think was, God, I don't ever have to see his dumbass face again. For this final boss that we're going to discuss, if you've played Silksong at all and reached middle to late game, you know exactly what I'm going to talk about, and that is Grohl in the Bile Water Runback. To give you a little rundown on Bile Water, it's this place covered with maggots that if you fall into any of the maggots, you can't heal. You want to do damage and heal? You can't do that. Pivotal gameplay, can't do that. Nope. Now to even get to the boss, you have to traverse there, okay? And every time you die, you have to retraverse there. So this place is filled with maggots, acidic bugs literally everywhere, and spikes that come out of nowhere, okay? The bugs that are there, that are just like easy enemies, they're just throwing shit at you. You can't even reach them. You can't even get to them. It is utter garbage. And that's the 2 minutes before every time you fight this boss, okay? Then you get to the boss arena. You think, easy peasy, now I get to fight the boss. No. Now you have to fight 4 of the most annoying enemies in the game. The ones that I'm saying just throwing stuff at you and will retreat. Yeah, if they're upset, they'll just jump into the water. The water full of maggots that you can't be in. So you can't do anything about it. Then you're thinking, okay, I'm good. I killed all of them. It's time to go against the boss. You know what? And you do. It's not a hard boss fight. He's got like 4 different moves. It's smooth sailing. Problem is his hitbox is about the size of a blimp. And anytime you try and hit him, he's going to hit you and he's going to slap your little face around. There's nothing you can do. You just sit there and you cry. Because there is literally nothing you can do. Now, not only is this boss not fun, it's not visually appealing because you're filled with maggots. That's disgusting. But it's also just bullshit and a run back between that is meant to break you. And I'll be honest with you, it broke me a few times. My wrist has hurt this entire week because I baby raged a little bit, I'll be honest. It's just not a good boss fight. Long story short, I love this game. It is genuinely one of my favorite games that has ever released. It has more love in it, and it is so beautiful than basically any other game that is currently on the market today. But I felt it was my responsibility to inform you of some of the best bosses and some of the best game design I've ever seen, and some of the 2 biggest spawns of Satan that were made specifically to spite me. Thank you very much for listening to me yap for an extended amount of time. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe and check on me at any moment that you'd like. Bye now.